I mean, I guess this is a Ron MD exclusive. I'm gonna do the Arnold as my next show.
Yes. Thank you,
So,
Jesus. Allah be praised. I gotta thank Allah.
so besides all the mystique that is with that show, it's a huge thing for me to even want to do that show. That means I feel like I'm obviously doing pretty well, but that also means I have to bring my best. I mean, literally, Arnold's watching. So
I mean, I would if I was in charge of the Arnold and who gets into the show, I would absolutely want Sergio Oliva Jr. in my Arnold Classic. Are you kidding me? I mean,
yeah, I've got the nomination every year I've been a pro. I just feel like when people step on certain stages and they're not that quality, it's disrespectful. I feel like there's a lot of people that have done the Arnold, but again, that's just me. I'm just such a historian of the sport, and I feel like the person who barely beat John De La Rosa at New York doesn't have any business being at an Arnold. I just don't. That would have been a second or third call out.
yeah. I mean, I've also they try to make it a very international show, so there's always one or two guys you've never heard of. I'm not going to say the countries like Russia, but it's always like, it's, they're not bad bodybuilders, but in that lineup, you're like, they don't really belong up there with the Dexters and the Bonacks and the Rolly Winklers. I mean, it's an elite level. It's almost the same level as the Olympia, competitor wise. You should be pretty damn awesome if you're up there at the Arnold Classic.
Right, exactly. And I say that all the time. I promise you, I would rather take a Luke or a Raphael placing, being in a first caller at an Arnold, than beating who I beat at New York and taking a first place, which sounds nuts. New York is like the third best show in the world. I've had this ring. It is literally the best thing I've ever achieved in my entire life. But I'm very aware of where I am and where bodybuilding is. And I said this the day after I won New York. The year before I won New York, it was Dexter, Rowley, Nathan, Kuklo. That lineup is insane. And if I had won that show, that's completely different.
Right.
That's a Night of Champions lineup, and that would never be overseen by any second or third place in an Arnold. But me, I would way rather take a first call out at the Arnold than going and winning Chicago. I really would. I want to be Mr. Olympia one day, and I want to win the Arnold Classic champion. So winning local shows, it's just not something that I'm willing to risk my whole career for and kind of even lose muscle and tear my body down just to say I did it.